brachial, subscapular, those are all good. The arteries are good up here as well. Now let's check what they look like down here. Do the same thing to it so they're exposed.
Make everyone dizzy for a second. My phone was like spinning.
That's all right.
How come it has phone in its mouth?
So you don't cut yourself on his sharp teeth.
Oh, okay.
The other one did too, it just came off.
Oh, sorry. Okay, so here's here. Okay, so remember when she said that?
What is the red?
That's the latex.
Oh,
It's in everywhere. It gets in everything.
The artery, yeah.
Hydrogen,
interesting.
and then a base will bind it.
There's your good aorta on this one. It's easy to see. You right there.
Okay, so this is releasing hydrogen.
So the aorta travels.
All the
all
way
the
from the
way
heart,
down.
all the way down to the legs. Yeah,
I didn't
big.
realize
Then
that.
how come on the cow it's like so much bigger?
Cow,
So
Yeah.
Near the
Where
heart,
is
I'm
it?
sure.
20 pounds versus 1,200 pounds.
Sure.
What I'd really like, think about, I'll see these videos. I've never seen it in person. The heart of like a blue whale, I forget what its weight.
Oh,
It's like
wow.
2,000 pounds, just the heart. You can walk inside it. You look at the size of this. That would be
That's
kind of cool.
awesome.
Just bigger. They scale with your size. Yeah, because I mean, look at the heart on this guy. That's it.
He's so little.
Who's taking a quiz today?
Nope.
Any takers? Because, if no one's taking it, I'm not setting that sucker up. I'll just sit down and drink my coffee. But then everyone's going to take it on Monday.
I think I'm getting high.
Remember, Monday is just open labs. There's nothing new. This is it. This is the last one. Oh, on the board, that's roughly the breakdown for the questions. So lab exam 1, endocrine system, you'll have 25 questions. Means it's going to be like 7 microscopes, 4 questions each. You know the drill. Identify the gland, part of the gland, list of
I better hope
hormones.
you get it right, because you're going. I'm just kidding.
List its action. So that's going to be 4 questions per scope.
hate
Probably
scopes.
7. That'd be right. 7 times 4 is 6. 6 or 7. Well, I'm not talking about it. Yeah, we can do stuff like this. Do you remember reproductive models, right? Guess what this is?
No,
That's the common iliac artery, internal, external iliac artery. Yeah, if it's got blood vessels in here, fair game. Great fun.
Fair. Oh my gosh.
All right, so here's your aorta, kind of comes to the diaphragm. And you can see again, the first branch, celiac trunk. Second branch, superior mesenteric. Go on down, here's a kidney right here, so that's a renal artery, left renal. Go
Wait,
on
now
down.
when is this first lab exam?
Next Wednesday?
Wednesday.
Yeah,
So we're supposed to know.
yeah.
She's like, nope.
Yeah, you gotta know
Welcome
it
to
all.
8 weeks. Yeah.
I can't stop you from dropping, but at this point, I don't think you get any money back, so you might as well suffer, and, if you're gonna retake it anyway. Don't ruin all
You
my
said
fun.
the next lab practical is better though, right?
It's easier.
The second one is?
Yeah, second one is pretty easy.
What's the second one?
It's on the digestive, which, come on, most of the parts.
Oh, did you
know,
know-
since
did
you
you-
since you were 3, food goes in here, poo comes out here, stomach's in here. You know some of the parts. It's digestive, respiratory, and renal anatomy, and then some blood cell identification. It's not.
Respiratory should be
It's not. Doesn't have that many
fairly
parts in
easy.
it, so it shouldn't be too bad. Okay, so there again, there's your aorta. You got celiac trunk, superior mesenteric, left renal, right's on the other side. Let me grab the colon here. That's inferior mesenteric, going to the colon. Then you go down, and there's the end of the aorta. See it splitting?
No.
You got the external iliacs. That's the left external, right external, and the internal iliacs breaking off in the middle here. So no common iliac artery. And the external iliac, this one's even worse than the other one. Once you get on the leg, it's now femoral artery. You can see right here, somewhere in that nerve. There it is. Femoral artery, femoral vein. Again, the saphenous has been damaged. It would be coming up here and going to the femoral up here, but all the anatomy 1 people destroyed them. I see no saphenous veins on these 2. Veins, just like before.
God.
Why
Off
is
to the
that
other
one
side.
different? than the other one?
Different color?
Yeah.
They're all a little different. I couldn't tell you why. Age, diet, the way they processed it,
Probably the diet.
how long it was dead, how much blood leaked out. All right, so here's the inferior vena cava coming kind of through the liver. Liver wraps around it. You got a kidney here, so that's a branch coming from the kidney. That's a right renal vein, left renal vein. Then the only other thing is, go down here, go down here. Wait, I gotta sneeze.
Bless you.
Yum.
Yeah.
All right.
Is that just the whole intestine? Just
Ah, there we
Just
go.
laying on
All right,
its
this
own.
one's better. All right, the vena cava ends right here. So here you've got the left and right common iliac veins. And do you see it splitting there? It's easier to see on this one. You got that little split going down with the forceps. That's the internal iliac. That's the external iliac.
Okay.
See that little one there?
Where it goes in.
Oh, I just might have ripped. Yeah, there's internal iliac, external iliac. Common iliac then goes from here to here. That's your right common iliac.
Okay.
Not all there is to it.
Yeah.
Can you do the upper ones again one more time? Sorry.
Let's see. Here's the heart, lungs. This, of course, see this one. You couldn't see this for those that weren't here. Parietal pericardium. I was talking about in the lecture today. That's this. See this bag-like thing here? So that isn't on the cow hearts because it gets cut off when you remove the heart from the carcass. But there, that's a pericardial cavity where the serous fluid would be. So I'm cutting the parietal pericardium, and it's really tough. You know, I can usually do this. You can take the cat and lift the whole thing up just by the parietal pericardium. So this is it's not, most serous membrane is real delicate. That's thick. So that is the parietal pericardium. So, I'll put a pin in it and I'm allowed to identify it. You'll say, what is that stupid membrane? Oh, parietal pericardium. Visceral pericardium is right there. See, that's what the cow hearts were. Once you peel this away, that's all visceral pericardium now. Then you can see the little right atria. See the darker brown bit there? That's the interventricular sulcus, left and right ventricle there. Here's the left atria, kind of tucked around the back here. Leaving the right ventricle, if you follow it over, there's kind of a short artery here. That's the pulmonary trunk,
Okay.
Where?
right there.
Oh.
This is the right ventricle. That's pulmonary trunk,
So
right there.
it's not really colored, so don't identify
No.
by the color.
No, it's just pink. In the aorta, leaving the left ventricle, you can see that right here. See, it comes out, curves around. So that's the aorta. The arch has two branches you need to know. So you got 1, 2, a little different than a human. We got 3. This first big one is the brachiocephalic trunk or brachiocephalic artery. And if you pull it back a little bit, it looks a bit like a chicken leg there, doesn't it? See?
Yeah.
So the brachiocephalic splits into 3. On the cat's left, the leftmost branch of the brachiocephalic trunk, that one comes up the neck here. That is the left common carotid. The one in the middle is the right common carotid. And the one to the far right, that is the subclavian, which once you leave the rib cage, becomes axillary, and then brachial and radial.
Axillary is an armpit.